Good morning, y'all. So this past weekend, we decided was a great weekend to finally build our back porch that we've been wanting. We had great temperatures. The sun was shining. It was just a beautiful weekend. So we started Saturday morning and were able to finish Sunday afternoon about 2 o'clock. And we just wanted to bring y'all along with us as we document this new addition to our home and our property. So thank you for watching. Hope y'all enjoy.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind. I'm trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business. 'Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name, and all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday, nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. I'm gonna quit my job, never wanna have no boss. I just wanna play my rock and roll like they do on the radio. Time got brand new drums, and I still have my old guitar. And John said this next song's gonna be real good, if you know what I mean. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We're playing loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. Oh, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We're playing loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh,
No. Pretty Caroline. Oh, 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 oh. Stone cold, stone.
All right, so we are just about done with all the framework and stuff that would keep it sturdy, and then we'll put all the floorboards down on the porch. Emmanuel had to run to the hardware store really quick for more boards of certain lengths and what have you. I mean, what sort of home project is it if you don't go to the hardware store to gather up all of your things initially and then make 1 or 2 trips? If you don't make those 1 or 2 extra trips, I mean, is it even really a DIY home project? I mean, I don't know. But anyway, so he has these brackets that he wants to put in various places to help support the structure, and he told me to go ahead and do that while he was going to the hardware store. I probably could have been doing it like the last 10 minutes, but I was getting a drink and getting something to eat. But now I'm gonna figure out where I want these brackets and things that it would help benefit the structure of the porch. So we did have to change up some things, like where we were going to have the floor joints. Either way, the floor joints or whatever. I'll put y'all in wide view and I'll show y'all or talk about some of the things that we did decide to change from the initial plan. Alright, so some things that we had initially changed. He was going to do one joist or joint going here, and one on that side going in the center there. But after looking at it and you know, the place where we got our lumber, you know, we've heard people say it's good, we've heard people say it's bad, but we don't want to have any bowing on the floor joists, on the floors. So what we're going to do is, instead of 1 here, we're going to do 2 here and 2 on that side. That way that should give it, I don't know, about 2 feet between each floor joist. So hopefully provide a little more structure, make it all nice down and sturdy, sound and sturdy. Sorry, I'm getting tongue tied here. And not have the floor of the deck bow too much over time. So hopefully it doesn't bow at all, but we'll see. So I'm going to get to putting on these brackets that Emmanuel bought this morning to help, you know, make it really sturdy. But being that we've had to change up some of the boards and where we put them, we kind of have to change where we put these brackets. So he asked me to put up the brackets while he went to the hardware store for more wood. So now I've just got to figure out where I want these brackets to go. So I'll bring y'all along with me, and let's get to drilling in the brackets.
She was a winner, started working at the dime. Serves as a reminder to count your blessings, 'cause it's telling fair. They'll put you down and leave you there, don't make them scared. Yeah, it's the ugly truth, how they come back for you. Yeah, no, don't you think you're better off where the neighbors don't stare? And baby, you're wanted, looking good for the movie screens, living in make-believe, hoping your wishes get granted. I know you never giving up unless it's real. A slippery slope, it's not enough to please you. Pretty Caroline, stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the dime. Serves as a reminder to count your blessings, 'cause it's telling fair. They'll put you down and leave you there, don't make them scared. Yeah, it's the ugly truth, how they come back for you. Yeah, let's go. It's the missed opportunity train, it only comes on a very blue moon. Blink twice, and you missed it again. Waiting in line for the party to end. Guess who didn't get what they asked for? Not a genie in sight, that reality castle. There's no point to being careful. Learn the rules to the game before you lose your mental. Pretty Carolina, the stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the diner. It serves as a reminder to count your blessings, 'cause this town ain't fair. They'll put you down and leave you there, don't make them scared. Yeah, that's the ugly truth, how they come back for you.
On my way down memory lane, you and me long time ago, and we were teens with tremendous dreams, always playing king and queen. We had set our minds to leave, face the world on wheels, cross the borders of Morocco, take a journey to Dubai.
I'm really afraid of heights, and this particular morning I thought I could stand on that chair and hold the board higher, but in the very last moment I chickened out, so we had to figure out a new way to get that board up higher. This was my first time using an angle grinder, and Emmanuel showed me how to use it before he went back to the hardware store for a second time. But I was able to get the hang of it, and I'm very proud of myself. Here's where we had some very long screws that were longer than the board, and that's what you saw me grinding down. But he went and got some shorter screws to fill the holes and connect the hanging brackets to the this board here, and then we're also going to put some of these shorter screws in the empty slots that we left. So that way, you know, you'll have something truly screwed into the board and into that board.
Water, drinking stars and holy sun, and then we cross America. Cross the borders of Morocco, take a journey to Dubai, fight the pirates stuck in Disneyland Paris. Then we cross.
We had to look up online what the spacing should be between each board of a deck, and it said anywhere from an 1/8 to a 1/4 inch spacing. So then I kind of got creative. We had a ton of these cheap wooden rulers from a box I bought at an auction the other month, and we ended up using those as spacers because they were pretty much between an 1/8 and a 1/4 inch, so they worked out perfectly.
We had set our minds to leave, face the world on wheels, cross the borders of Morocco, take a journey to Dubai, fight the pirates stuck in Disneyland Paris, take a swim in salty water to this crazy melody. Oh, and then we cross America. Jump into the car on a Friday night, I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town, I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't ever play it and the night is young, it doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like, there ain't nobody like. You look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. Talking by yourself and you make me smile. I can listen all night long. I tell you about the time when I first met you, listening to our favorite song. Walking on the street when you caught my eye, something about the way you move. No, there ain't nobody like, there ain't nobody like. So lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you.
So it is super windy, y'all. So we've got about half of the porch done now, but y'all keep falling over. So we've got half the porch done now. We'll check back in when we've pretty much got the porch done, and we'll show you the end result. All right, this board here on the very end is very bowed outward towards the field. So Emmanuel is going to use his ratchet strap to tighten that back up so our spacing between the boards can still be between an 1/8 and a 1/4 of an inch.
The nearest town, I've never seen a sky so blue. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm.
And here he's just drawing out and measuring where these notches are going to go that he needs to cut into the very last board of the deck.
Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you.
And here we're trying to finagle this board. I don't remember if it was warped or if it was some close cutting, but we're trying to finagle it so it gets a little spacing between the board next to it. All right, y'all, so the porch is done. This morning, Emmanuel went and got more wood and 2 cow panels so that we could put up the railing and all the stuff that goes around the porch. So I'd say that the porch is done. We're not worried about the roof or a cover or anything. I did push for him and I to put this ratty old blue tarp up there. It's got holes, it's got rust, but as y'all can see, I'm a very pale person. I'm very white. So even though this does not protect us from the rain, it does protect us from the sun. So like I said, very pale, very white. I burn very easy, so I need that protection. But those stairs are not going to stay. This is not a way to get up on the porch. I just put these here last week because I kept going that way to take care of the cow's water. So those will be moved. That's not a way to climb up on the steps. But we've already started stashing Declan's Power Wheels, tractors and cars up under there so they're out of the elements. That's a perk to having a porch. You can stash all the outside toys under there so they don't get completely ruined. These concrete steps, man, I wish I would have thought to film that for y'all while we were moving these and putting these into place. But unfortunately, I did not think of it until after it was all said and done. Usually when we have big, heavy things like this to move, there's a tractor that we can borrow. But unfortunately, recently, a tree fell down on that tractor, so they are repairing it, so it's out of commission. So we had to use our black truck to drag these concrete steps every which way to position them to where they need to go, which is where they're at now. One of the sucky things is, we have all these 4x4 pillars, post things, sitting on top of what they call Bigfoot blocks. The Bigfoot blocks are wider at the base. So even though the concrete steps are butted up right against those Bigfoot blocks, there's still a 2 to 3 inch gap between the top stair and the porch. But, unless you're like actively trying to stick your foot up in there, I don't think it'll be too big of a problem. So I'm really not worried about it. But I did want to let y'all know that we know, I wanted to acknowledge that. We built a handrail on the steps. We do still get to use both of these doors. Now, granted, the glass door was always going to be functional, but we had debated on, do we want to close up this door? Like take it out and close up that wall, or leave the door? So we left the door. It's still functional. It opens and closes just fine. So yeah. The porch is pretty big. It's a 10 by 16 foot porch. There's tons of room. We have room for our outdoor furniture, our table, our chairs. If we have more people, we have plenty of room for camping chairs and what have you. Declan and I have already started decorating. This was my Valentine's Day present from Emmanuel. He got it from Tractor Supply, a planter. So I think I'll, throw in some soil or potting mix. And I think I'll do like some type of a ground cover there, just to add some greenage. I don't want anything too tall because then it'll cover up the rooster's head, and I don't want that. So I'll put something in there. I'm still trying to think. But yesterday, I think it was yesterday, Declan and I went to we went to the Dollar Tree and just got some little decorative trinkets to put up, little wind spinners and stuff. Those are supposed to spin in the wind, and they do a phenomenal spinning job. They're great little spinners. But just some little trinkets to decorate the porch with. We now have, an awesome porch to sit out and enjoy just being outside, to sit out and watch the animals, to sit out and watch Declan or his friends play outside or what have you. Y'all know when we had the chickens that I loved watching them. So next week on Tuesday, we're getting 25, 26, 27, 28 chicks. So I think you keep them in the brooder or the box or whatever for a couple weeks, and then you can let them out, I think. I have to do research. I've never had chicks before, so we have friends who are very good at this. So whenever they're older and we can let them free range, we'll put up a gate or something right there to keep them off the porch. Y'all know that I do like watching the cows. That serves two purposes: one for enjoyment, and then one just to keep an eye on them, to report any issues that we might see to the property owners. As y'all know, we no longer own this property. That was a hard pill to swallow, but there's hope. The property owners, through their kindness and through God's mercy, we still get to live here. And the amazing thing is, in the future, we get to buy back. The property owners bought this from us to save us, and they're saving it for us. So in the future, we get to buy back, and that's awesome. We help them out with the cows. We watch the cows. We take care of the cows' water, things like that. We throw out some hay whenever it's needed. So, just they help us, we help them. But talking about enjoying animals and children, what have you, they are putting a pond out here somewhere. I don't know exactly where the pond's gonna be, but if it's close enough, I would like to get ducks. So I would have to ask them if they don't mind sharing the pond with ducks, just if they don't mind, I'm sure the ducks would love it, what have you. So that would be another thing that I would enjoy watching. Just over the next couple of years, we have plans to add more animals, but it takes time, it takes money, it takes money and money and money. But anyway, that was a pretty long rabbit trail. Start talking about a porch and end up on ducks. So sorry about that. But anyway, thank y'all for joining us as we document this porch build, this addition to our home, to the homestead. I pray that y'all have a great day, and we will see y'all in the next one. Bye.